This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast. Happy Valentine's Day, Monday.
Happy Valentine's Day to you.
February 14th today. And if you forgot that today was Valentine's Day, it's not your fault.
Oh, good.
Talk about why researchers say that the pandemic is just messing with our memory.
A lot of guys are, thank goodness. I'm going to tell people, Mark said it's not my fault.
It's the only good thing that came out of the pandemic. It gets you out of the Valentine's Day doghouse. That's coming up, including the winner of our My Funny Valentine contest. We're going to hear from her coming up. But
I would almost say it was you because you did a very nice job this morning with the Valentine's. I said $2.
$2?
And you gave me a very lovely card.
That was $1.
Chocolate.
That was $3.99. You're right.
Avengers Kleenex. Which
I think
did
was
you think
$2.
I was going to cry when I saw?
No, it's
chocolates in the card.
Winter time, and you love Avengers. No, okay. Well,
$2.
$2.
This is more than $2.
Yeah,
I spent $2. I got you a puzzle book, and that has several different puzzles in it, and a sucker.
Incorrect. I opened it. It's the same book 6 times.
No, it's not, is it?
Yeah, it is. Oh. It's the same games 6 different times. So it's 6 different copies of the same puzzle book.
Well, that's weird.
But thank you for that because...
Well, I did not know that's what it was going to be. I apologize.
Yeah.
I thought it had several different games because I know you like to play games.
At my advanced age, I'll just do them every month and try and figure out which line gets it to the robot.
Whatever. Between that and your Sudoku from Friday, you are going to be set.
Mr.
If there
Wordle.
was a handheld Wordle, I would have got you that, but I have yet to find it. I'm still trying to figure out the online. A lot of people upset with the online right now.
They're ticked.
I haven't lost my score. Have you lost yours?
No, I'm okay. But I do.
So I don't know who these people are saying that they lost. It's because the New York Times bought out the gentleman who created this. They bought it, so it's now their property. Right. So they've put it under their New York Times umbrella. So the transition, which they thought, quote unquote, was going so smoothly, apparently is not because people are losing their scores.
It cleared your, perhaps, scores and history. It hasn't happened yet, but I get mine off a website, not an app. I don't know if that makes a difference, and maybe tomorrow will be.
Because I checked this morning when I saw that. I'm like, oh, what happened? But I haven't
done Wordle yet today, which is the latest in the day I've ever gone.
Because my score was still there.
Well, I haven't put anything. Well, I'll do my first letters. I'll do my first word. And none of them are there. I'm done. Oh, my gosh. Uh-oh.
For the record, mine is not there. So let me know when you've done it.
Okay. So I'll have to
what the
figure
streak
that
is. Out. Because even when I left it and went and did another puzzle and came back, my streak was still there. So I don't know what's going to happen.
All right. Hey, we're not Cooper Kupp or Matthew Stafford, but we're darn happy with the way the Super Bowl went last night.
I really am. I thought the Bengals were going to win, and I was with Cincinnati up until last night. And then I thought, you know what? No, I really want the Rams to win. There just seems to be a lot of good stories around the Rams.
There are.
And with them winning, like there was a baby born, there was a proposal, and Matthew Stafford, and I didn't realize the background so much. I knew he had been with Detroit for quite a few years, but then his personal trials and hurdles that he's had to kind of get over the last couple of years. I thought, no, I'm really happy he's won.
His wife Kelly had a brain tumor in 2019.
Not that long ago.
Then went on to have another child.
Yes.
This woman is a beast. She is a machine.
But he has 4 little girls. Yep. And the video of him celebrating with those girls afterwards and the confetti, if you need your heart to be melted today on Valentine's Day, watch that video. That's love. It's very cute.
It's a good guy. Cooper Kupp winning the MVP 23-20, and a lot of talk was on the halftime show as well.
Amazing.
Yesterday. It was great.
Amazing halftime show.
And it involved, for example, Eminem, and he took a knee for Colin Kaepernick, and I missed it. And the thing is, I read it ahead of time, and the story was that the NFL asked him not to do it. When the NFL asks you to do something, they're telling you not to do it. And he said, that's fine. But did he do it anyway? Then the NFL came out and said, we went and watched their rehearsals. We knew he was going to do it. We didn't say don't do it. So then when it happened, it didn't strike me as him taking a knee politically. It just looked like he bowed down to a knee at the end. You know what I mean? Like if he wanted to make it an overt action, he could have done it with a Colin Kaepernick T-shirt
more
on.
Deliberate and more, because
Yeah.
I hadn't heard anything of the sort until this morning. And I missed it too. It wasn't enough that it jumped out at me. He knelt and Dr. Dre walked around him to the piano. So I thought, okay, he's lack of a better term, shrinking down,
Right.
or making himself almost like it was hard with
Mary
the white.
J. Blige laid down.
Yeah,
Remember
but
her
it's kind of
songs.
like he's done. Now it's moving on. The camera's panning over now to Dre, and he's going to carry the show on. It didn't say to me, oh,
We've hit the
he's
protest
taking
moment.
a stand. He's doing something controversial here and making his opinion known. Didn't think that at all.
Didn't get deep
I just
enough.
thought it was a good show.
Didn't get deep enough in his repertoire for the Slim Shady. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the
No.
crowd, right, to sing it back. And
But the Lose Myself, there's
Oh, yeah.
that song. You hear that opening, and it's like, I was pretty excited. 50 Cent was the surprise guest. There was rumors last week, we were talking about it on Friday, that it might be a hologram of Tupac, but it was 50 Cent's hanging upside down. And maybe someone can explain the significance of that. And I'll have to go back to the music video. Perhaps I'm forgetting it
maybe
was
it
in the
is.
music video and he was hanging upside down in it. But to pan to him and he's upside down, I kind of thought, okay, that's different, but okay.
Considering I thought they would open with Kendrick Lamar, his song really kind of got lost near the end, like his performance.
I would say out of all of it, he was probably the weakest part of
because
the
it
show.
slowed down. It had a lot of energy
Yeah.
up to that part. So, but overall, it was like, wow.
And you're right. That's a good way to put it, because I find the other artists, and Snoop was very minor almost compared to the rest, but
Kind
his
of.
presence was
Yeah.
still very much more, I think, prominent than Kendrick Lamar. Like, even though Kendrick was performing on his own, he got lost. It was kind of like not the low point, because there wasn't a low point, but kind
Right.
of a step back as opposed to where the rest were performing at.
Yeah. And Snoop was really like the straw that stirs the drink. He kind of bridged a lot of stuff. He kept introing Dr. Dre like twice. Dr. Dre's like, we know who it is again. like you're the MC.
It's quite
Yeah,
clear
Snoop
they've
Dogg.
got like a bromance going on of sorts.
Come
like
on,
they
right?
are tight. And then with
Yeah.
him buying Death Row Records or last week, it's kind of like, it's.
Yeah, so
You asked what the purpose was or why this group of artists coming together. I think it kind of all goes hand in hand with all of that. Jay-Z, I'm glad Jay-Z and Beyonce weren't a part of it at all, of the show itself. And I said just before to my husband, I'm like, if Beyonce comes out, that's going to be it. I am going to rip the TV off. I didn't want any of that. I wanted it to be the artists that were pegged to play.
You want a hip-hop show, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want it to become about Beyonce and Jay-Z being there.
And the set looking like Compton. And
it was just very well done.
Did a great job.
Very well done.
Now, auction off the cars. That's what I'd like to see. Auction off those cars, because they were great. And I'm not a big old car fan, but again, just on the set, it's like, wow.
I expected them to ride in the cars.
So did I. I thought they were going to ride off.
And Wayne said, he's like, who do you think's going to be in the car? I thought, oh, good question. Maybe that's how they end the show. They all get in the cars and they drive off the field.
So they probably had to.
But as for the game itself, any highlights, well, the whole game I realized, but was there anything about the game that really stood out for you? Player-wise, plays that were done, penalties called?
Yeah, no, it was a penalty that wasn't called, was the face mask.
Yes.
Offensive interference on, I'm pretty sure, was it Boyd? No, it was Higgins to kick off the second half on Jalen Ramsey. That was obvious upon review. And then that just set off on social media the whole, we didn't want the referees to decide this game.
Yeah, you don't want it to come down to that.
That doesn't mean we don't want them to not be there. Like that was a clear call, which changed the momentum. And the Rams didn't recover because Stafford comes out and throws another pick again.
Yeah.
And now they're going, but they held them to the field goal and that was it. I'm always amazed, and I've never played or coached football, so I don't know anything. But football just seems to be when you got something that's working, you overthink it. And you say, well, we need to stop doing it now because they're expecting it, so we're going to fool them by doing something else. If you're doing something that's working in a Super Bowl and they still know They know it's coming. They know you're going to throw the ball to Cooper Kupp. So why didn't they throw it to him in the third quarter? Because look what happens when the game's on the line. They threw it to him. Everybody knew you were going to throw it to Cooper Kupp. He still catches it. So don't not throw it to him. And Cincinnati gave up on Jamar Chase. At about the 10-minute mark of the third quarter, I think for the rest of the game, he caught one pass. He was the guy. Why are you giving up? Then you stop doing that. Stop overthinking.
So they chose not to use him.
And if they say, well, he's double teamed. Hey, he's double teamed in every game. This is the Super Bowl. Design plays that get him open. That's your guy. And then it's like, third and long again. And he gets sacked again because he's standing in the pocket too long because you're not designing plays for him to get out and get open 5-6 yards down the field and then run it. He's the guy.
See, and that's what I noticed last night was how many times both quarterbacks were getting pummeled.
Yeah, two great
defenses. Guys, where's your defense here? Like it just seemed, especially at the beginning, Stafford was getting a lot of it. It seemed like they were breaking through and just flattening him. What is Tom Brady? This would not happen to Tom Brady.
He wouldn't have made it 44 years old if he'd have gotten hit by that.
It seemed to be happening a lot during last night's game.
It did. Matthew Stafford, at one point, I saw the stat, he'd been sacked 7 times. That tied.
Just last night?
Yeah, that tied a Super Bowl record where Roger Staubach, and I believe it was in Super Bowl 10, was sacked 7 times. So it's been 46 Super Bowls since a quarterback got hit that often.
Okay, so it was out of the ordinary.
Yeah. That's, I mean, it's one thing to get, hurt. Like, it's tough to get at a guy like Patrick Mahomes because he's so mobile that he can get out of a few of those situations. Joe Burrow, Tom Brady, these guys, not running type quarterbacks. So you got to design plays for. It's not like they didn't know that. So design plays to get the guys with the hands open real fast because you know it's coming. So maybe that's page 3 of the offense. And I know I simplify it like, Mark, you've never played the game, you go. But you're in the Super Bowl for a reason. So where's that play?
The commentators last night, you heard them say, like, you need to get rid of the ball. Like, both know what the other team is like. So they've been told before, you need to, like, get rid of it. Yeah. Throw it and get it moving. Like, get it gone.
You can't send Jamar Chase down 30 yards and cut in because by the time he hits the 30-yard mark, you got sacked 2.5 seconds ago. And to be honest, I didn't listen to a lot of the game because I don't like Chris Collinsworth.
Don't like it.
Makes me crazy. So after listening to him for about a quarter, I just
shut it off.
I just watched the game.
Yeah.
Or I have it on low if there's something I want to see. Like when like for the halftime show cranked it, and then it was still up when that whole play happened with the face mask and the pass interference call. But then after that, it's like, I just can't listen to him anymore.
It's the kind of event, and I just want to throw that out there because even you being the football lover that you are, I am not. I don't pretend to be, but there is something about the Super Bowl. It just draws you in.
No, it's great.
We got the kids in on it, and they're asking us questions. We're like, we don't know. It's just a fun time. Let's just watch the Super Bowl. They were they're like, okay, so what is special about this game? What is this? I said, well, this is like the Stanley Cup for football.
For football, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we said. This is it. This is it for this season, and everybody comes out. Because again, the stars that were there. Oh, yeah. The better question is who wasn't. So, but it was a fun game to watch.
Preliminary numbers were 117 million people watched it, which would make it like one of the top 5.
That's why commercials can go for $7 million for 30 seconds of airtime.
Whether they work or not.
New record.
Yeah. So, hope you enjoyed it. No football now until Labor Day, maybe after Labor Day.
What will you do with yourself, Mark?
I don't know. Got to hang in there.
Thank goodness March Madness is right around the corner.
Anytime now. And happy Valentine's Day to you and yours. If you sent in one of our entries from My Funny Valentine, Jaleesa was our big winner this morning. And love chatting with her on the show.
Hi, this is Jaleesa calling.
Hi, Jaleesa. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Very well. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey,
Happy Love Day.
Tell us about Love Man Daniel. Tell us about him.
Yeah, he's my wonderful husband. He's been married for 3 years, and we have a little 1-year-old guy together.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Honeymoon never ended then, eh, Jaleesa?
No, never ended.
Never ending. Well, thank you very much for the story you sent in. Do you want us to read it now?
Absolutely.
To Daniel, my
yes,
dazzling love. Every day, I'm so grateful that we met. I love you more than humpback whales. Humpback whales, Jalissa.
That's a lot, Jalissa.
When we first met, you looked so unsightly. I couldn't believe my belly button.
We shared an interest in pizzas. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And both talked about how we wanted to travel to Budapest. And when we both sang along to Hit Me Baby One More Time on the radio, and I looked into your muscular, ruby red eyes, I knew it was true love.
Yeah. A moment without you would be like having to endure 0.2 seconds in the CN Tower. Fear of heights, do we have? You are the kiwi of my eye, and I promise to love you forever. Your dancing Valentine, Jalissa.
Wow. You feel the love from that, Jalissa. So that's
good.
wonderful. Thank you for playing along with our My Funny Valentine Mad Libs contest and sending in your words. For doing that, Jalissa, we also wanted to call you not only to read the letter back to you and share it with everyone, but to congratulate you. You're our grand prize winner this morning.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much.
Get the $150 shopping spree to Steve Marshman Fine Jewelry and Custom Design, $150 pampering gift card to Beauty Works Day and Medi Spa, $150 in flowers and gifts from Avondale Flowers and Gifts. So happy Valentine's Day. We hope you and Daniel and your little one have a marvelous day.
Oh, my goodness. You just made it fantastic. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. You guys as well.
So happy Valentine's to her and Daniel, 3 years now.
That was really funny. I liked her
we
story.
won.
It was really good. Thank you to everybody who entered, and of course, thank you to Steve Marshman, and thank you to Avondale Flowers and Gifts and Beauty Works Day and Medi Spa. Great prize pack.
Great prize pack.
We'll hopefully make her Valentine's a little more special today as well, but I'm sure Daniel will do that to go along with it.
And without letting too much out of the bag, because gosh knows we never do that.
What are you about to let out of the bag?
Beat the Bank is going to be back in
Yes.
a couple of weeks, and we're going to have a few more plays than normal.
Not
I
just
think
Monday morning.
Yeah, so we'll more about that as we get closer. We allowed to talk about that? Well, too late. So Beat the Bank's going to be back.
We're only
in
talking
a
about
few
it on the
weeks.
podcast.
That's right.
It's fine. It's not.
We won't make that
It's
up.
fine.
And Family Day's coming up, everybody, as we hit mid-February. It's the Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast here on Amazon Music, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and linked off of our social media sites. I don't know about you, but I'm going home to nap today.
Last night was a big night.
Oh,
I know.
A lot going on. Sleep that one off and wake up with us tomorrow morning with Mark and Charity Mornings here on 95.5 Hits FM. Have a great day.